Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we've got a big announcement in store for you guys. I've been hyping it up on social media, and I signed the contract yesterday. This is a huge deal, and I'm so excited to share this news and this new chapter for the aDrive Army and beyond, moving forward here in our online journey through Pokemon and much more, really. And this is gonna be so cool. I'm really stoked about this one. I hope you guys are as well. And I just ask that you give me a few minutes of your time to kind of break everything down, give you some of my perspective, and explain everything. And then the second half of this video, we're gonna have some fun. So you really wanna stick around for the whole video. If you guys are excited, like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. So what is the announcement, right? You came here for one thing, you came here for the announcement. The announcement is that I am officially a co-owner of a store called Unplugged Gaming, which is located in Chittenango, New York, which is outside of Syracuse, New York, if you're familiar with that. And what is Unplugged Gaming? Unplugged Gaming is a retail location that'll be opening soon because of the pandemic, but has an online store. You guys can go to aDrive.tcg.com and you can pick up Pokemon cards there. You might be like, well, aDrive, are you just doing an announcement to say that you have a new Pokemon card partner? Yes and no. The no is that it's not a card partner. I am a co-owner. And what does that mean for you guys? That means way better prices. That means reliable and safe Pokemon cards, and it means excellent customer service. I know that a lot of people have been upset about pricing, about Pokemon cards and availability and much, much more over the last couple months. And I heard you guys. Listen, I understand where you guys are coming from, which is why I decided to take this massive step in the aDrive Army career, in what I'm doing online, and actually become a co-owner of a store. So that way I have more control and more say and more kind of actionable ability in the day-to-day of the business, and we can ensure that you guys get way better prices and just much, much more from this new venture, this new partnership, this new business that I'm a part of. And one of the things I'm most excited about is the fact that once this pandemic kind of clears up, we are gonna be opening the physical retail location. There is a store, but it's not open yet to the public. And we're gonna be able to do tournaments, we're gonna do in-person meet and greets, and much more. It's gonna just be amazing. So if you live in that area, get excited. If you can drive a few hours to get there, get excited, because we're already starting to think about some really cool events and things that we can do there. So let me tell you guys a little bit of a backstory of kind of how this came to be and why this all happened, right? So again, I heard the feedback on the internet of people over Pokemon cards and things like that. So I set out to find a better partnership. I set out to find a place that can get better prices for you guys, that can deliver high quality Pokemon cards reliably with great customer service, as I said. And I spoke to dozens of businesses. I'm not even kidding. I spent hours and hours and hours on the phone, and I learned so much about this. I learned things like distributors, which is where people like the stores get the cards from. They're charging more than they used to charge. They're holding products and not giving it unless you pay more money. So unfortunately, sometimes that means that the costs have to be passed on, because otherwise, like, it's a business, right? So you have to kind of, you know, if previously you buy something for $20 and sell it for 25, let's say, or 30, now they're selling, the distributors are selling it for like 30, and now you have to kind of sell it for 35 or 40, right? So that's one of the things that I learned that's been kind of crazy. But another thing, it's just a crazy situation how limited the quantities are. But the good news is Unplugged is gonna be working very hard to get more quantity, keeping those prices low as possible, and just delivering you guys cards reliably. So this is really big. I'm super excited about it. There's no code aDrive anymore. There's no code aDrive, and I'll explain that as well. Normally, as a creator, when I do a deal with a business, it's an affiliate deal like that where you guys get code aDrive, it gives you a discount. That tracks my sales and allows the company to know that you came from me, basically, and then they would give me like a percentage of that, right? But now, because I'm a co-owner, there's none of that. So the prices are just gonna be low. You don't need to worry about code aDrive with Unplugged or aDrive TCG. You simply just go get your cards and you're good to go, and the prices are gonna be as low as we can make them, right? At the time of me making this video and announcing, we've got a bunch of stuff on the website that's super duper low prices, like some of the lowest I could find on the internet. You'll see a couple things that are maybe a little bit higher than maybe what you would like to see, but again, that's simply because they had to buy them at a higher price, and some of the sets have been reprinted and things like that. But again, I can promise you this, that we will do our absolute best to keep the prices as low as possible for you guys, and just give you guys a great and reliable place to get your Pokemon cards. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I'm super stoked about it, and it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be doing so much TCG on the channel, and this is my commitment long-term to continue to do the Pokemon TCG, because now I am a co-owner of an actual store. A physical store that has an online store, and I'm so excited. My business partner is amazing. The guy's brilliant. you guys are gonna be stoked about it. So thank you guys. If you wanna pick up some cards, head to aDriveTCG.com, or you go to Unplugged Gaming, check out what we have in stock. We are gonna do chilling pre-orders the day this video goes up, but they'll probably be sold out by the time you're at this part of the video, if I'm being honest. So that's that. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys are just ready to rock. We're gonna have so much fun opening Pokemon cards over the next couple years, because again, this is not a temporary thing. This is not me just getting a quick partnership for a few months. This is me being a part and a co-owner of a business for my career, the rest of my life, presumably, right? So this is really, really great stuff. I'm super stoked, and I think it's only fair if we do a TCG video to do some pack openings as well to celebrate. So I've got some crazy stuff in my hand, including X and Y Evolutions. I've got Dragon Frontier Vintage. I've got some Burning Shadows, some really cool cards. So let's open these cards and see if I can get any luck for our new partnership, aDriveTCG.com or Unplugged Gaming. Let's open these up. All right, so I've got this Dragon Frontier pack. We're gonna save that for the end. I'm gonna crack some Evolutions, which I think is pretty fitting since it's kind of like base set, but reprinted. So maybe I'll get a Charizard today. I feel like I'm kind of due for some card luck. And let's get some nostalgia going today. I think these are 3 cards from the back, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get it kicked off with some X and Y Evolutions. We've got Blastoise Spirit Link, Energy Retrieval, Magmar, Rattata, Growlithe, Nidoran, Vulpix, Sandshrew, and Energy, and hey, Dragonite EX on our first pack. That is actually a really nice card. That's a good way to start things off today. I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's go. As I indicated at the beginning of the announcement, one of the things that has me most excited about this new venture for us is the fact that we're gonna be able to do live events, right? So tournaments and just meet and greets and just hangouts and all sorts of stuff. That is one of the things that has me most excited, because I know there's a lot of aDrive Army members who live in that area. I love this Weedle, by the way. And it's just gonna be great. There's Onyx and Dugong. It's just gonna be great to be able to meet you guys and really kind of get back into hanging out once the world opens back up, you know? We're gonna get a Machoke, Venusaur Spirit Link, Potion, Seal, Charmander, Diglett, Drowsy, Caterpie, Ponyta reverse into Dugong again. Ooh, this pack's starting off nice with a secret rare Surfing Pikachu. Super clean. A Magmar. Here comes Team Rocket. Oh wait, I totally messed up. That's the rare. Don't mind me. Paul, I must have counted 4. Ghastly, Magnemite, Seal, Charmander. There's the Tangela. Oh no, I didn't mess up. Mega Slowbro EX. What? Wait, so that was 2 secret rares? Yeah, the Here Comes Team Rocket and the Surfing Pikachu are both secret rares, and this Mega Slowbro EX is so good. Wow, we're actually crushing it today. This has been a really good opening so far. I love this. Mega Slowbro is super derpy, but I love him so much, I'm not even gonna lie. One of the things I mentioned earlier in the video was about transparency and just communicating with you guys what's going on. And as I mentioned, getting cards right, there's a nice reverse Pikachu, you gotta love that. Getting cards right now is very challenging, even if you're a store, right? Because there's just very limited distributions. The distributors don't have as much allocations as they normally would have because the printing is lessened. And then if they do have stuff, a lot of the times they're charging more for it. And it's just a really tricky situation. So there's another Surfing Pikachu. One of the things I just want to emphasize is, you know, we're announcing this partnership today and we've got a bunch of great cards in stock. But over the next few months, you should see us kind of be able to ramp up with more variety, more cards, more quantities of kind of newer stuff coming out. There's another Ponyta into Zapdos holographic. Wow. Yo, that's so good. Base set Zapdos right there. Holographic, a little bit of nostalgia. That's beautiful right there. So we're gonna be able to ramp up, get more quantities and things of that nature. And also, like I said, keeping the price down as low as we possibly can within the feasibility of the business is the #1 priority, guys. And that was one of the big like differentiators I had. And speaking to Unplugged when I was kind of going through the process of trying to find a partner, is that they were so focused, and it was a big focus of mine, in doing right by the customer, right? Thinking about this long term. This is not a short-term partnership or a business that's gonna be around for a few months that's trying to make a quick buck and try to get you to pay as much as possible for Pokemon cards, but rather it is a place that you will be able to know that you can always go to get the fairest price that we can offer on Pokemon cards moving forward. So just really good stuff all around, man. I'm so stoked, and I just can't wait for the future. So thank you to everyone who considers to go to aDrive TCG or Unplugged to pick up your Pokemon cards in the future. It really does make a difference for me and for Jacob, who's the owner of the business. It's just gonna be really, really cool stuff. So we're gonna get a reverse holo Mew. That's so hype, actually. This card is amazing. And a Dugtrio, a reverse holo Mew, super hype. This is dude, I love opening evolutions. I haven't opened this much. What's so funny is evolutions is one of the most valuable sets right now in terms of more recent past. And initially it wasn't like super hyped. Like people were like, oh, this is annoying, it's a base set reprint. But then when the Pokemon TCG kind of exploded, people got really jazzed up about the opportunity to kind of open these, not quite vintage, but like OG Pokemon cards with the OG art, but do it at a much more affordable price. So I do have a base set box and a base set two. There's a Poliwrath reverse into Electrode. I do have a base set box and a base set 2 box in my office. I just don't know if I can justify opening them right now. Those are pretty special. I may hold on to those for a little while. All right, our last pack of evolutions. We got a Kakuna here, Potion, Drowsy, Caterpie, Doduo, Pikachu, Machop, reverse holo maintenance, and Electrode. So no Charizards today, but we did pretty good. I've got a couple Burning Shadows packs. This features the potential Rainbow Charizard, I believe. So let's see what we get out of Burning Shadows. And of course, we kick off with a Fairy Energy. They're still around in this. Acerola, Gloom looking mad cute, Seviper, Crabrawler, Rolt Smelling the Roses, Inkay, Dewpider, Tangela, a reverse holo Meowth. I love the reverse holos. And Passimian. Psychic Energy, Lana, Tormenting Spray, Heatmore, Hoot Hoot. I love this Sandygast, rather. One of my favorite cards. Like, the card art is incredible. I love the little crochets. Caterpie and Tangela. I just love these reverse holos with the big energy there. And Araquanid, but unfortunately a non-holo there. 3 more packs of Burning Shadows, and then we're gonna do a vintage pack of Dragon Frontier. Wimpod, Meowth, Magikarp, Croagunk, reverse holo Cutiefly is quite beautiful, and Rhyperior holographic. All right, love this Leddyba. Reverse holo Duskull, aka Dabskull, into a Marshadow GX. Nice pickup. We've actually a good pull so far. And our final pack of Burning Shadows gives us a Seadra. That Charmeleon is dope. Whirlipede looking angry with his eye in the middle. Stuffle, Inkay, Dabskull, Tynamo, reverse Tangela into Charizard GX. So we pull a Charizard today on our last, well, I guess not our last chance to pull a Charizard. I suppose I could still pull a Charizard out of this Dragon Frontier pack, but a Charizard GX right there. And now it is time for a little vintage action. One of my favorite sets to open. It is Dragon Frontier. I have been chasing down a fire type Heracross in this set, but there's also a handful of other things that we could potentially get. Specifically, the Charizard is the biggest one, so I kind of forgot the card trick, so we're just gonna rock with it. We've got a fire type Ralts. This set is amazing. A electric type Totodile. A fighting type Pupitar. A fire type Smoochum. A grass type Wooper. A Feraligatr! Reverse holo Feraligatr, which is amazing. These reverse holos are so good. I have actually pulled this card before, but this is an amazing pull for us. Reverse holo electric type Feraligatr. And again, these reverse holos have this gold border around them and then have like the logo there. So good. Into a Dugong, which is our rare but non-holo. Nidorina and Croconaw. So I think we actually got the whole line in this one. We did. Wow, that's actually really cool. Let me sleeve this thing. So there is our Feraligatr, and of course the pre-evolutions, Totodile, Croconaw, and Feraligatr. These are absolutely beautiful. What a win today, and to show off some of the other cards we got out of the X and Y and the Burning Shadows, we got that Charizard, the Marshadow, that reverse holo Mew was really nice. Holo Zapdos for a little nostalgia, and then 2 big hits, the Dragonite EX and Mega Slowbro EX. So as you guys can see from this video, there's plenty to be excited about in the aDrive army, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who heads over to aDriveTCG.com or Unplugged Gaming and supports this brand new business adventure for me, and a place and a way for us to get you guys amazing Pokemon cards at super fair prices. This is just the beginning of something super amazing, so thank you guys for all your love and support. Thank you. If you ever need Pokemon cards or more Magic, Digimon, card cases, sleeves, deck boxes, all that stuff, aDriveTCG.com or head over to Unplugged Gaming and show the love there. Thank you guys again. I hope you guys are excited for more Pokemon cards in the future. Let's crush it. That's gonna be it for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.